Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about traditional knowledge. What traditional knowledge is, its significance on health, on education, on environment and tackling the problem of climate change, and how different international organizations make their effort to conserve the traditional knowledge. And many banks, international Asian banks, African banks, European banks are trying to sync the development with the knowledge of traditional people and help traditional people in in their employment, in their well-being, and also uses their knowledge for tackling the problem like climate change, environment, pollution, health, education. So traditional knowledge is very important. And in whole part of the world, tribal community, local community practices different form idea. With the help of that, they can solve problem very easily, very quickly, which scientists and other organizations take very large amount of time to do it. So that's why traditional knowledge, traditional uh, mm, ideas are very important nowadays. So we are going to talk about briefly what traditional knowledge is, that is important, its significance on the community, on the region, on the nation, on the world, and solving important problems related to environment, climate change, biodiversity. Okay. So traditional knowledge refers. What is traditional knowledge? Traditional knowledge refers to knowledge, innovation, and practices of indigenous and local community around the world. So around the world, indigenous and local community, whatever they have knowledge, innovation, and practices, these are referred to traditional knowledge. Traditional knowledge is mainly of a practical nature. The knowledge is not in theoretical, it is mainly of a practical nature, and particularly in such fields as in fields like in agriculture, in fisheries, in health, in horticulture, in forestry, and in environment management in general. So in this traditional knowledge are practical in nature. It generally it work. हाँ. So, Namaskar, friend. Sorry for disturbance. An emergency is come, so I have to go there. Sorry. So we are here like traditional knowledge is mainly of practical nature, okay, and particularly in the fields such as agriculture, fisheries, health, horticulture, forestry, and environment management. This means agriculture related with field, fisheries, horticulture related with fruit gardening, forestry, and environment management, as well as health. So traditional knowledge are basically practical in nature, or mainly practical in nature, are particularly in fields like this. Because in this field, practical knowledge are very important for their benefit, for our benefit, as well as for the benefit of environment. In addition to the Convention on Biological Diversity, Convention on Biological Diversity deal with traditional knowledge ideas and improve traditional knowledge technique in their policy and their program. So in addition to Convention on Biological Diversity, a number of international bodies, instruments, and initiatives are of a particular relevance to traditional knowledge. So in addition to this, a number of international bodies, instrument, and initiatives are of particular relevance to the traditional knowledge. Like they include but not limited to the following. So these are, for example, Agenda 21 of Principle 22 of the main document. Agenda 21, Principle 22 of the main document that came out of 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro recognizes that indigenous people have a vital role. People have a vital role to play in environment management and development because of their traditional knowledge and practices. So in Rio Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro in 1992, Principle 22 of the main document said that Principle 22 of the main document recognizes the indigenous people have a vital role to play in environment management and development. In environment management as well as development because of their traditional knowledge and practices. Indigenous people traditional knowledge practices very much are helpful in environment management as well as in development. And it is recognized by the Principle 22 of the main document of the Earth Summit, which held in Rio de Janeiro. The International Labour Organization ILO's Convention 169 on Indigenous and Tribal Peoples, it says that this convention calls for action to protect the rights of indigenous people. So ILO's Convention 169 on the indigenous and tribal people talk about protect the rights of indigenous people. Next one is the UN Declaration on Rights of Indigenous People, UNDRIP. So UN Declaration talk about rights of indigenous people. ILO talk about protect the rights of indigenous people. UN Declaration talk about rights of the indigenous people. UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues. So there is a permanent forum in UN on indigenous issues. So all these organization institutions are a very much important play a very much important role in conserving the ideas of indigenous people, their techniques, their technology, as well as their role in saving the environment and improving the development of any country. The World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO talk about it. UN, UNESCO, United Nations Education, Scientific and Culture also talk about it. The European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, European Bank, Asian Development Bank, and African Development Bank, these banks are committed to ensuring that the development process promotes indigenous people's participation. How wherever development process goes, it must promote the participation of indigenous people. Okay. And next one, next last but not the least, UN Development Program and World Bank. So all these are international organization institutions which help who indigenous people in their achieving their environment in achieving environment goal as well as solving the problem of the world which world is facing nowadays. So through this picture you can say different international organizations working towards protecting the life of indigenous people and also use their knowledge for the development of a nation and for protecting the environment like United Nations, UN Environment, UN, ILO. So these are different international organizations which help IMO. So all these are international organizations which help people to solve that problem and gain some perspective, some knowledge out of it. So now we are going to solve one question on international indigenous people. Several international bodies, instruments, and initiatives. Several international bodies, instruments, and initiatives are of a particular relevance to traditional knowledge. They include first ILO's Convention on Indigenous Tribal People, yes. The World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO, yes. United Nations United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural, yes. World Bank, yes. All these organizations are particular relevance to traditional knowledge. So all the options are correct. That means option 1, 2, 3, 4, option D is correct. Just check we are on the right path or not. Okay, so we are on the right path. So I hope you learn this video, enjoy this video, gain some perspective out of it, and it will help to know something about traditional knowledge and helping tribal and other people who are working towards this. So, namaskaram. Thank you.